Your Excellencies, as you notice, a new group is the parade in white t-shirts. That's the UPDF circle. There was a random circle, the biggest circle in the country, and the richest circle. And we must graduate is due. We learned from our neighboring brothers in the Republic of Kenya. They have older circles, and we did benchmark with them. Behind them are UPDF acrobats, showing the skills they have, besides knowing how to deal with enemies of peace. Thank you for those hands. We appreciate them. Parade is moving into the order. Shall we all stand? Please take your seats. Please take your seats. As we come towards the end of the parade commander requests for permission to march off with the colors, and soon after we shall have another event, this time
Your Excellency, when we see what is happening today, and then we think about the theme of Independence Day, a recommitment to secure and fortify our destiny. This is a real demonstration of fortifying what we have as a country. Maybe the people have not yet seen how we protect our colors. This is it. Your Excellency, the way we are securing the colors is the way we should secure what we have achieved in terms of social, economic transformation, industrialization, the areas of science and technology, agriculture. Your Excellency, you have really brought us so far, and you have given to us should be secured and fortified.
Parade commander is about to hand over to his second in command. Waheshimiwa wageni waalikwa, tunashukuru sana muda mliochukua mkajiunga nasi kusherehekea siku ya uhuru wa mara ya 62. A round of applause for the parade commander as he completes his duty today.
Omundi yahadira mu paredi ngaluku babolere mwana isitundu mwana wemwe bamulanga Lieutenant Colonel Kenneth Wabwire mumubire hendulu mumusangaliraho oyo niye ohubiri ku paredi no era omuhongo waye hamuberesa yesa dumire atuseo amaikaye atuseo paredi dawe basa UPDF dawe basa president oberesa bana befe be Busia ahakisa bahola imbirimo kitiyo mumaye bangi muno abasami abagwe abalumaye mulala wabo niyo Dr. Kano Nekesa Victoria ibadola ahihiramaye mu parliament mulala ko bana befe mu Busia muno ate yasomera sano kusomero ebusibo primary school. Dr. Kano Dr. Kano Nekesa Victoria oyo musawo niye era mulala ku basawo ba president na isa kino abamaye bamudolo bahihira mu parliament dawe basa president nende bamaye okuberesa abana befe kana Busia bosi bahola emirimo akulu mumaye era balina abazade balyano abana bemwe mubasomese bengere maye bachokuweba omukisanga lukubona owasefwe Lieutenant Colonel Kenneth Wabwire byaluholano mwebale muno.
Your Excellencies, as the band marches off the ground, I present to you Juksu Group.
Combat martial arts, please get ready. Combat martial arts. The combat martial arts. Use that space is enough. Your Excellency, sir, I'm Lieutenant Alex Lachame, the team leader of Kyokshul Combat Martial Arts SFC, and we are happy to present to you the Combat Martial Arts today on our Independence Day. We're a team of 29 and ready to showcase some skills of combat martial arts. The first pattern is a hand-to-hand fight, which they're about to demonstrate now. Yes, you can begin. Combat martial arts, go ahead. The next action drill, sir, is a one-on-one combat fight. Please, our dear viewers, the activities we're witnessing today are not safe to be practiced at home. They are activities that are done by trained professional soldiers. Please, at home, don't do it. It's only meant for self-defense and in time of combat. That's a one-to-one combat fight. Never practice that at home, please. The next action drill is the hand-knife fight. It is a drill that helps a soldier fight with a bayonet or a hand knife. Thank you. The next action is 1 fighting 2. Combat marshalists, please work on time. Work on time. The next action is a cold weapon combination. This helps a soldier to fight with only his weapon when he chooses not to release any bullet. As they are coming on stage, please prepare for the next activity. We don't have time. Prepare for the next activities, the nails. Bring the nails. The next action is 3 fighting 1. Come on, let's go. Yeah, they're the bricks. Your Excellency, sir, those are young female soldiers, and they're about to showcase you how they're going to break those blocks there made of cement and sand. Commander, please prepare for the next action. That's Private Achipabeti. That's it. Next one is Private Adong Oliver. Thank you. Please, dear viewers, you never practice at home. They're not safe at home. Those you see there are live nails, 5 inches, all nailed on the board of soft wood. And somebody's about to jump on them with a live foot, with no shoes on bare feet. Dear viewers, never practice that at home. It is done by a trained professional. That one is coming to slip on the nail with that bare skin. And the pangas are going to work on his stomach. Those pangas are real pangas. They can work, as you can see. Sharp panga. Cut it. Now those pangas are placed on his stomach with the sharp ends facing his stomach. And the block will be hit with a hammer and it has to break. If it doesn't break, they're not leaving that stage there. That's it. Work on time. That's the ring of fire, and somebody has to go through it. They're all going through it. Let's work on time, prepare on the last activity. Let's go. Your Excellency, sir, this last activity is to pay maximum respect to the President of the Republic of Uganda, and those blocks in the hands of those young soldiers are not going to be hit anywhere but on their head, and they have to break. Those are concrete blocks in the layer. On the head, go. That's the end of the combat martial arts demonstration, sir. We should carry on, sir.
Your Excellency, sir, as we celebrate these 62 years of independence, we are looking back at the words which you said at your swearing in 1986. You said, sir, what you see today is not a mere change of guards. It is not a mere change of guards, it is a fundamental change. Your Excellency, from that time, we saw that it was like an ignition key to the social, economic transformation of the nation, and we have run very fast. Your Excellency, you like reading the Bible. I can compare you with Nehemiah. Nehemiah had to rebuild the walls of Jerusalem. They had been destroyed. He went on and rebuilt those walls with the help of his own people. Yes, he had a lot of threats. In spite of the threats and opposition and criticism, he went on and completed the wall of Jerusalem. And at the same time, he transformed all the systems which had gone bad. These are the words he said at the end. In Nehemiah chapter 5, verse 19, he said this: Remember me with favor, O my God, for all I have done for these people. That is what he said. Remember me with favor, O my God, for all I have done for these people. Your Excellency, you have not only done this thing for us, but even for Africa and the world at large. Therefore, we congratulate you on this occasion. Your Excellency, at this juncture, we would like to hand over to the Director of Ceremonies for today, Honorable Millie Babirie Babalanda, the Minister for the Presidency. She is the Director of Ceremonies. I have been one of the Assistant Directors of Ceremonies. My name is Alice Muwanguzi, Special Presidential Assistant in the Office of the President, and I have been working with two other people.
Your Excellency, my name is Dennis Nyangweso. I am the Member of Parliament for Samia Central, the constituency which is hosting you today. I thank you for coming. On behalf of the people of Samia Central and the Busia District, we welcome you, Your Excellency the President.
Sir, I have been Brigadier General Felix Kulaije, the Director, Defense Public Information. Thank you all for joining us on this great day.
Your Excellency, President of the Republic of Uganda, Commander-in-Chief of the Uganda Defense Forces, National Chairman of the mighty party NRM, our Chief Patriot, our champion in the fight against HIV and AIDS, our champion of democracy, Doctor of the International Philosophy, and Fountain of Honor on the African continent, Retired General Mzee Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, you are most welcome to Busia District. Your Excellency, President of the Central African Republic, Professor Achang Todera, we are humbled for your presence. Her Excellency, the Vice President of the Republic of Uganda and Woman Member of Parliament, Katakwi District, Retired Major Jessica Alupo Rosette Pale, you're most welcome. His Lordship, Alphonse Owinyi Doro Chagamoy, the Chief Justice of the Republic of Uganda, the Right Honorable Deputy Speaker of the Parliament of Uganda, Right Honorable Thomas Tayewa, the First National Vice Chairperson of the NRM Party, Right Honorable Alhaj Moses Chigongo, the Right Honorable Prime Minister of the Republic of Uganda and Leader of Government Business in Parliament and Woman Member of Parliament, Kakumiro District, Right Honorable Robina Nabanja, the First Deputy Prime Minister of the Republic of Uganda and Minister of the East African Community Affairs, and Second National Vice Chairperson of the NRM Party, and Woman Member of Parliament, Kamuli District, Right Honorable Rebecca Litwala Kadaga, the third Deputy Prime Minister and Minister without portfolio and woman Member of Parliament, Mayuge District, Right Honorable Kea Isanga Nakadama, the Right Honorable Secretary General of the NRM Party, Right Honorable Dr. Richard Todwong, Honorable colleagues, the ministers and ministers of state, Honorable members of Parliament, Honorable SEC members, led by you, Your Excellency, as our chairperson of the National NRM Party, cultural leaders, religious leaders, former President of Liberia, former Vice President of the Republic of Uganda, His Excellency Dr. Gilbert Balibaseka of Kenya, diplomatic heads, Head of Civil Service and Secretary to Cabinet, Service Chiefs, Permanent Secretaries and Commissioners, Office of the National Chairman led by the Senior Presidential Advisor, Namiaro Hadija, together with the Bazukulu, District Leadership, Sub-County Leadership, Parish Leadership, Village Leadership, NRM family, Bazukulu wa President Museveni, the doctors and nurses led by Dr. Musawa, ladies and gentlemen, God is good, and all that time, Happy Independence Day celebrations to Ugandans. Your Excellency, allow me on behalf of the National Organizing Committee to welcome you and all our guests to Busia Demonstration Primary School grounds here in Masafu Town Council, Busia District. You are all welcome to this year's Independence Day celebrations. Abandu bebusia mulio. Mwebala okuwagira President Museveni. Mwebala okuwagira NRM. Your Excellency, sir, Uganda is marking 62 years of self-rule, and this year's celebrations are coming after exactly 124 years since the signing of the 1900 Buganda Agreement, which is considered the turning point of entrenching colonialism and colonial rule in Uganda. This agreement introduced the mentality of the economy. The people were told to grow a few crops for money and the rest for food. After 124 years, the people are still locked up in the mentality of working mainly for the stomach and not for the commercial value of their products. Your Excellency, sir, this is one of the biggest challenges that have delayed Ugandans to attain middle-income status. However, I commend the NRM leadership for promoting commercial agriculture and enabling every Ugandan to enter the money economy. Your Excellency, Allow me to thank the Almighty God for preserving your life. Last month, on September 15th of 2024, I was one of the Ugandan who witnessed the celebrations marking your 80th birthday. We cannot take this celebration for granted. God has given chance to many persons to prove themselves, but they have not ably utilized their chances to transform their communities in order to leave a lasting legacy. You have proved that one can have the chance and maximally utilize it for the benefit of millions of others. Your Excellency, sir, for God to keep you alive and for you to remain our democratically elected president, you still have the work to do to transform our country. I appeal to you, my fellow leaders and public servants, to maximize on the grace the Lord has given to us through our President, retired Mzee Yoweri Kaguta Museveni. If all of us listened and did what we were supposed to do, our country would be highly developed by now. We have been slow to understand and appreciate the President's message of developing our country through value additions and manufacturing. Yet this is the only way Uganda can develop in the 21st century. Your Excellency, sir, the report from IGG on corruption is highly disturbing. Yet it is politicians and civil servants and not the wananchi that are implicated. Your Excellency, sir, I wish to commend your leadership for the stability and transformation of the country. You have also nurtured many young leaders. After 62 years of independence, we have built a critical mass of leaders. The only challenge remaining is to work on their capacity to deliver services to the people. As I conclude, Your Excellency, allow me to let you know that we conducted a camp of eye screening in the office of the President through Chancery with Bazungu EV Dr. Humphrey. Number of people screened were 1,005. Cataracts identified were 300. Other surgeries were 105. Reading glasses issued were 700 pieces. Thank you, Dr. Humphrey. Your Excellency, sir, allow me to introduce to you the presidential delegations we are celebrating with this Independence Day. Your Excellency, next to you is His Excellency Professor Faustin Achang Todera, President of the Central African Republic. Honorable Obed Namsio, Minister of State, Director at Presidency of the Republic. Honorable Albert Yaloke Mokpen, Minister Delegate of Communications, Advisor to the Presidency of the Republic. His Excellency Fred Mathurin Mapoka, Ambassador, Director General of State, Protocol. Honorable Ande Dongpo, Advisor, Private Officer Attaché to the Head of State. Left Colonel Gillis August Onanga, Bodyguard of the Head of State. Miss Raisa Helen Ndoumakato, Attaché to the Presidency of the Republic. Your Excellency, below is the ministerial delegation. Honorable Jean Wibro Sako, Minister of State in charge of disarmament, demobilization, reintegration, repatriation, and the follow-up of the political agreement for peace and reconciliation. Honorable Sylvie Valeri Baido Temon, Minister of Foreign Affairs, the French-speaking world and Central Africans in the diaspora. Mr. Rameaux Claude Bireu, Minister of Defense and Reconstruction of the Army. General Zephrine Mamadou, Chief of Staff of the Central African Armed Forces. Division General Bruno Wayolo, Ministerial Advisor on Security Reforms at the Presidency of the Republic. Major Parfait Landre Guipi, Director of Military Protocol at the Presidency of the Republic. Mr. Clark Malthus Urich Sebirot, Aide-de-camp to the Minister of National Defense. Hippolyte Maboa, Director at the Presidency of the Republic. Mr. Freddy Nakosebut, Bet, Presidential Press. Mr. Anged Sadet Ngolan, Presidential Photographer. Your Excellency, as I conclude, allow me to let you know that my first posting in government service was here in Busia district as Deputy RDC. Thank you, Sir, Your Excellency, for mentoring me together with the people of Busia. I am back here now as Minister in charge of Presidency. Thank you for the work well done. Your Excellency, and with your permission, allow me to introduce to you the Right Honorable Moses Chigongo, the Vice Chairperson. These are members of the Central Executive Committee, sir. The Vice Chairperson of the NRM Party, Alhaj Moses Chigongo, is with us, Your Excellency. The second National Vice Chairperson of the NRM Party, Right Honorable Rebecca Alitwala Kadaga, Your Excellency, is here with us. The Right Honorable Dr. Richard Todrong, the National Secretary General of the Might Party NRM, Your Excellency, is here also. Honorable Ambassador Nekesa Barbara Oundo, the National Treasurer of the NRM Party, Your Excellency, she's here with us also. I wish to commend the district leadership of Busia, the RDCs of Busia, Honorable Molimba, who wrote to us requesting for this day to be celebrated here. Honorable Babula Nekesa Oundo, and all leaders of Busia district, and all the people of Busia district for working together to have this colorful event. I thank the Presidential Press Unit and the Media Center for ensuring that this event is relayed live on television and radio. I thank the members of the National Organizing Committee, led by Haj Yunus Kakande, for their excellent coordination. Lastly, Your Excellency, I wish to thank the UPDF for the wonderful innovation of transforming the parade from the traditional style to the impressive demonstration we have witnessed today. I thank you all. Your Excellency, before inviting you, allow me also to recognize other SEC members who are with us today. Your Excellency, we have Honorable Huda Horel, the Minister of State for Defense, Honorable Chiwanda Subi, the Chairperson of Uganda, Dr. James, Chairperson Workers League, Honorable Dombo Emmanuel Lumala, Director Information, Honorable Gedudu, Honorable Semera Jane, and Honorable Lydia Wanyoto. Your Excellency, allow me also to recognize the delegation from Kenya, can you please stand up for recognition? Thank you. And the former Vice President of Liberia. Your Excellency, High Excellency, you're most welcome. It's now my singular honor, Your Excellency, and privilege to invite you to come and address the nation. Thank you for your kind attention for God and my country.
Ababusia Murio. Ababusia Murio Mutie. Murio Murungi. Is this clear enough? You can hear?
President Muliu Mulira.
It's clear, it's not strong enough. His Excellency Professor Tawadera, President of the Central African Republic, Her Excellency the Vice President of Uganda, and all the other state and party leaders, the cultural leaders, the religious leaders, and the leaders of UPDF, as well as all the other political leaders. I will speak in English, but somebody should translate later, summary, not the whole speech.
President achohuluma lusungu lufanyuma kuicha obafaluliramu President byana banalo malome naye namali okuloma.
This is because simultaneous translation will take a long time.
Kulokuba nana banalo maloma ni haninga lusamu bicho kuyire bihabingi muno.
But before I speak, I want to invite our guest, His Excellency President Towadera, to come and address you.
President natalo maloma yahalanga President umkeni waye President wa Central African Republic yechalo maloma hoyimuri.
Monsieur le Président, peuple d'Ouganda, je voudrais tout d'abord
President Yoweri Museveni, the President of Uganda,
je voudrais tout d'abord adresser mes remerciements
I would like first of all to express my deep appreciation and thanks.
Mes remerciements au président Yoweri Museveni pour son invitation.
Great thanks to His Excellency President Museveni for his invitation to come and participate in this important celebration.
Nous sommes en somme très très honorés
We are very much honored
pour participer à cette célébration de 62e anniversaire de l'indépendance de l'Ouganda.
We are indeed very blessed to be present in celebrating the 62nd independence anniversary of his country.
Nous souhaitons donc bon anniversaire,
We
bonne
wish
fête
you
de l'indépendance à tout le peuple ougandais sous le leadership du président Yoweri Museveni, qui est le leader incontesté, le leader du panafricanisme,
Allow
de la
us,
lutte contre le colonialisme et le néocolonialisme.
allow me to specifically thank President Yoweri Museveni for effectively representing the people of Uganda since many years, and to thank the participation of his people in celebrating the 62nd independence anniversary today.
Qui a su transformer l'Ouganda, amener la paix, consolider la réconciliation.
He has indeed transformed Uganda into a good country of national reconciliation.
Nous sommes venus ici parce que c'est un modèle et que c'est un modèle qui nous inspire.
We came here because he is a person that inspires us a lot.
En tout cas, je vous remercie et je souhaite à tout le peuple ougandais
I therefore express my great thanks and great aspirations to all the people of Uganda.
une bonne fête, une bonne célébration.
Happy celebrations
de
and happy
l'indépendance.
feast of
Bonne
independence.
fête à vous tous.
Happy celebrations to all of you.
I want first of all to thank His Excellency President Touadéra.
Je tiens d'abord à remercier infiniment le président Touadéra.
You don't have to translate because he has got this. You can translate these few words, then he has got the speech. I want to thank him for agreeing to join us for these independence celebrations. Yesterday, we had a long discussion in Entebbe, and Central Africa will become a very good trading partner with East Africa. Central African Republic is just after Congo and South Sudan. And together with Central Africa, we want to persuade the government of Congo and the government of South Sudan that we work on the roads from Arua to Isiro in Congo to Obo in Central African Republic. And then we need to persuade the government of South Sudan for a road through Yei, Meridi, Yambio, up to Central African Republic. Then East Africa will be linked by road at least with the Central African Republic and beyond. As we are working on that, I invite the Uganda Airlines to look at the possibility, and our air cargo companies, to look at the possibility of flying to Bangui a few times, even if it is not daily, but some few times, so that we can link up with our brothers there and sisters. Secondly, I want to congratulate General Moses Kainerugaba, the new CDF, for rationalizing the parade. Making it shorter, and you, the politicians, blunt, talking endlessly about nothing. I want to congratulate the army. Instead of the parade staying there the whole day standing, now they have done their work and they have gone. So I want to congratulate General Mohozi for bringing that rationality. The old parade, we got it from our brothers, but it is time to reform them. I congratulate them. Muliye mutiye, Mulie mutye. Habari. Nyinyi wa Wasania na wa Kenya na wasalimia. Salamu kwa wote. Mwebale muno. I congratulate all Ugandans on this 62nd anniversary of Uganda's independence. As I've told you many times, at Uganda's independence, our economy was a typical colonial one, characterized by being an enclave, meaning island economy of 3 C's and 3 T's, as was being described by the colonists themselves. The 3 C's were coffee, cotton, and copper, and the 3 T's were tobacco, tea, and tourism. These formed a small island of modernity and money economy, surrounded by a sea of no money, subsistence economic activities, underdevelopment, and poverty. By 1962, only 9% of the homesteads were in the money economy, which means that a whole 91% were outside the money economy. Being outside the money economy meant poor housing, no education for the children, no clean water, poor nutrition, poor health, and poverty. On account of the wrong ideology of the politics of identity, tribes, religion, and gender chauvinism, the country was divided and unstable. This instability caused the constitutional crisis of 1966 and the Idi Amin coup of 1971. When the ignorant Idi Amin came into government, they expelled one element of our entrepreneurial class, the Asians. And by 1986, when the NRM came to power, the small colonial enclave of the 3 C's and 3 T's had collapsed. Only coffee and tobacco were still limping on. The whole economy had been informalized into magendo, smuggling, chibanda, foreign currency black market, and kusamra speculation. There were acute shortages of the so-called essential commodities. These were sugar, salt, paraffin, soap, textiles, human and veterinary drugs, etc. All these were being smuggled into the country because all the factories and all the former channels of importation had collapsed. Fortunately, having been in the resistance struggle since the 1960s, by this time we had distilled the 3 historical missions which we thought were the mission of the African freedom fighters. These were prosperity, strategic security, and using the brotherhood of the African people to achieve the two. The question was, and it still is, did Africans need and deserve prosperity and affluence just like other people in some few places in the world were enjoying by that time or not? Swala lilikuwa Mwafrika anastahili kuwa na maisha mazuri, maisha ya utajiri, au ni lazima abaki kwenye umaskini? Hili ilikuwa swala la kwanza wakati tulikuwa tunaangalia maneno yetu ya hapa. By 1960, the affluence was only in Western Europe, North America, and Japan. Mwaka 1960, sehemu 3 za dunia peke yake ndizo zilikuwa na maisha ya utajiri. Europe Magharibi, North America na Japan. Wengine wote walikuwa kwenye umaskini wakati huo. The rest of the world was in poverty. Our answer to that question was yes, the Africans needed and deserved prosperity and affluence, just like those mentioned above had achieved. Then the next question was, where then does prosperity come from? Utajiri unatoka wapi? It come from begging. Omba omba inaweza kuletea utajiri kama nchi au mtu binafsi? The answer was no. Prosperity and affluence can only come from using a good or a service with a chibaro, ensuring maximum returns, and selling those items sustainably. Jibu letu lilikuwa kwamba utajiri unatokana na kila mtu mzima kushiriki kuzalisha bidhaa au huduma na kuuza hizo bidhaa na watu kulipa kwa huduma yako ambayo umewatolea. Then the next question was, who will buy the goods or the services you use? Kama uchisha tengeneza bidhaa au uko na huduma, watu gani ambao watanunua bidhaa hizo? Soko yuko wapi ya bidhaa na huduma unayotoa? This is when our search for prosperity and affluence brought us into collision with the prevailing pseudo-ideology of that time in Uganda and many parts of the world. This was the ideology and the politics of highlighting the importance of identity of tribes, religion, and gender chauvinism. Kawa inanisaidia kwa throat. This was the ideology and the politics of highlighting the importance of identity of tribes, religion, and gender chauvinism. We discovered that in the case of Uganda, people of the same tribe or locality tend to produce similar products and therefore cannot easily buy from one another. Therefore, it was clear that in the case of Uganda, once a zone produced goods and services, the next assistance to the effort of wealth and affluence creation would come from other zones of Uganda, most probably other tribes of Uganda, in the form of buying what was produced. That is how Uganda, as a country, became very crucial for the wealth creation of the different zones. Wakati nilikuwa nakuja hapa, nisimama hapa karibu kwa makazi ya mwananchi pale karibu, na niliuliza watu ambao walikuwa pale wanafanya kazi gani. Watu kama wawili waliniambia kwamba wanafanya biashara ya kuuza mazao. Alafu niliwauliza, mazao mnayotoa wapi? Hapa. Waliniambia kwamba wanatoa mazao Kamwenje. Wanakwenda Kamwenje, wanatoa huko maharagwe, wanakuja wanauza Wakenya huko. Sasa hii ndio siasa ya NRM. Kuzalisha mali, alafu kuuza hiyo mali kwa ndani ya Uganda na kwa Afrika nzima. Kama unaelewa hilo, huu uhusiano huweza kuwa kwenye mambo ya ukabila, mambo ya dini, mambo ya kudharau wanawake na watoto na vijana. Hayo yote ni madhambi ya wanyonyaji. Ndio wanaamini mambo hayo, kwa sababu huyu mtu wa hapa nusu kilomita hapa, nilisimama hapo, utajiri wake unatoka Kamwenje, ndio anatoa maharage. Kwa hiyo watu wa Kamwenje wanamsaidia kibiashara, alafu na yeye anawasaidia kwa sababu anafikisha bidhaa zao, mazao yao kwenye soko la Kenya. That's where prosperity comes from. Prosperity comes from producing a good or a service and selling it. And whoever buys it is contributing to your prosperity. And you are also contributing to his prosperity. We discovered that in the case of Uganda, people of the same tribe or locality tend to produce similar products and therefore cannot easily buy from one another. Therefore, it was clear that in the case of Uganda, once a zone produced goods and services, the next assistance to the effort of wealth and affluence creation would come from other zones of Uganda, most probably other tribes of Uganda, in the form of buying what was produced. That is how Uganda, as a country, became very crucial for wealth creation of the different zones. All the zones, all the tribes, all the religions, all the gender groups of Uganda needed Uganda for their prosperity and affluence. That is how we distilled the first ideological principle of the NRM, patriotism. Love Uganda. Why? It is because you need it for your prosperity. Ndio sababu jambo letu la kwanza kisiasa ni jambo la uzalendo. Lazima upende Uganda kuliko kuangalia makabila na madini na grupu zingine. Sababu gani? Kwa sababu utajiri wako unasaidiwa zaidi na Uganda kuliko kila kabila likijitenga peke yake. However, soon we discovered that even Uganda was not enough. We needed East Africa, and we needed Africa for a bigger market. That's our second principle of Pan-Africanism. Love Africa. Why? It is because you need it for your prosperity. Soko la ndani ya Uganda halitoshi. Soko la Kenya halitoshi wazalishaji mali wa Kenya. Tangu mwaka 64 mfuko wangu wakati bado niko mtoto wa shule ulikuwa unasaidia wa Kenya kwa kununua bidhaa kutoka Kenya. Kule kwetu mbali Mbarara walikuwa wanaleta maziwa kwenye karatasi zenye chapa ya KCC, Kenya Cooperative Creameries, or something like that. Kwa hiyo kule Mkenya alikuwa anafaidika kwa mfuko wangu. Mimi nikinunua maziwa ya kutoka Kenya, Mkenya anamsaidia, anapata pesa, na Mkenya mwingine anapata ajira, kazi. Ndio sababu unasikia kwamba msingi wa kwanza wa NRM uzalendo, penda Uganda. Sababu gani? Kwa sababu Uganda ndio itakusaidia kwenye shughuli zako za kufanya biashara. Lakini vile vile Uganda haitoshi, lazima upende Afrika. Kwa kizungu tunasema Pan-Africanism. We needed East Africa, and we needed Africa for a bigger market. Hence our second principle of Pan-Africanism. Love Africa. Why? It is because you need it for your prosperity. We then realized that you cannot produce modern goods and services if you do not promote socio-economic transformation from the capitalist modes of social organizations. Hence our third ideological principle of socio-economic transformation. Waziri Mire Babaranda alikuwa anaelezea jambo la kufanya kazi za kutumikia tumbo peke yake. Kwa lugha ya Wagwere ambao wanaishi hapa karibu, wanasema okora ekida kyonka. Abagwere abasami baloma batya
oholera enda yongane.
Oholera enda
enda yongane.
Oholera enda
yongane.
Yona ni.
Yes.
Mfuse musamya. Lakini ile msemo wa Wagwere ndio rais kwangu. Okore chida chonka. Tena kwenye Japadora wanasemaji, najua kwa Achori, teach me each keken. Japadora wanasemaji, Kuna mjapadora hapa? Where is my talkative girl? Opendi. Who? Like actually. You go and tell us on the microphone. Good for his exercise.
Your Excellency, it is teach Maijokende.
Very good.
Even in Acholi, we understand the same.
Very good. So the Acholi version is the one I have mastered. Teach me each keken. So, tukizungumzia NRM kushughulikia jambo la masoko, soko la Uganda, kutengeneza barabara, kutengeneza umeme, kuleta amani, tuweze kuwa na shwari kwa nchi yote. Bila wewe kugeusha maisha yako, unaweza kukosa fursa hii. Ndio tunasema kila mmoja lazima ajifunze dasturi ya kushughulikia mambo ya chakula, lakini vile vile vitu vya kumletea pesa mfukononi. Na wamesikia Mariam alikuwa anasema bado watu wengi wako kwenye hali ya kutumikia tumbo peke yake, na baadaye nitakuja kujigusia. Therefore, our third ideological principle is social economic transformation. Lazima mugeushe maisha yenu, mtoke kwenye hali ya kutumikia tumbo peke yake, mwe kwenye hali ya kutumikia tumbo na kitu cha kuweka mfukoni. The final ideological principle we distilled was democracy, so that the people are able to hold their leaders accountable, for their actions or inactions. The second historical mission we distilled was strategic security. Can Uganda, acting alone, ensure its strategic security? Or do we need regional and continental efforts? We have analyzed this issue in different documents, and our views on this are well known. You must be following the developments in the world, where some actors are aiming at achieving what they call four-dimensional superiority. superiority in land forces, superiority in the air, superiority at sea, and superiority in space. Where does that leave Africa? Can Uganda, acting alone, even when it becomes a developed country, be present decisively in these 4 dimensions? However, the African Pan-Africanists have been telling you that an East African federation or any comparable political integration unity in other parts of Africa can. These Pan-Africanists have been W.B. Du Bois, Marcus Garvey, Sylvester Williams, Kwame Nkrumah, Sékou Touré, Modibo Keita, Mwalimu Nyerere, Louis Rwagasore, Aman Abeid Karume, Kenneth Kaunda, and others. Kwenye mambo ya usalama kwa jumla, kujilinda kutokana na hatari za aina yote, sisi tulikuwa tunafundisha watu wetu kwamba Afrika inapaswa kufanya pamoja. Tukifanya hivyo ndio tutaweza kuleta amani. Mnasikia hii fujo yote ambayo iko kwenye bara la Afrika. Wakati tunashirikiana tunafaulu. Wakati tulishirikiana wakati wa ukoloni tulishinda wazungu Mozambique, Angola, Zimbabwe, Namibia, South Africa. Kwa kushirikiana tuliwashinda kivita. Kwa hiyo matatizo mnavyosikia Afrika ambayo bado yapo ni kwa sababu kosa moja ni kwa kutashirikiana. Ndio nimefurahi kuona rais wa Central African Republic kuja hapa kusudi tuzungumzie mambo ya kushirikiana kwenye mambo ya aina mbalimbali ikiwemo usalama. The third mission that we distilled was the similarity and linkages among the now 1.5 billion people of Africa. You always hear stories of the parasites, of how Africans are divided among tribes that are always fighting one another, etc. The NRM, being the force of wealth creators, right from the beginning, held in contempt these positions. In reality, the now 1.5 billion people of Africa belong to 4 linguistic groups. The Niger-Congo, those are the Bantu and the Kwa, the Nilo-Saharan, the Afro-Asiatic, and the Khoisan. Besides, you find linkages among these groups. Like I was amazed to find that the Somali word for cow is Sa. The Bantu dialects of this area call cow dung Sa, Obusa, Masa, you know that very well. Yet the Somali language would be a part of the Nilo-Saharan, while the Bantu dialects belong to the Niger-Congo. Above all, our ancestors at the coast of East Africa developed for us the neutral, non-tribal Swahili language that can easily unite East and Central Africa, if not beyond. It is therefore feasible to use the similarities and linkages among the 1.5 billion Africans on the continent to achieve powerful economic and, in some cases, even political integration to ensure our prosperity and guarantee our strategic security. Hapo sisi watu wa NRM Uganda Uganda tuzimula. Tunaona kama na aibu watu ambao hawaone uhusiano wakati wa Afrika na umoja wao. Hapa Uganda kuna Wasamia, Kenya kuna Wasamia. Kuna Waluo hapa Kenya, kuna Waluo wa kwetu, Wajapadora, Wacholi, Walangi. Wateso wako huko, Wateso wako Uganda, Bagisu na Baluya wengine. Kwa nini watu wa Afrika hawatumie umoja huo kushughulikia shida zao? Hii ndiyo line ya NIM, kutumia undugu kushughulikia mambo ya ajili na mambo ya usalama. Bahati nzuri tuko hata na lugha ya Kiswahili ambayo haina mwenyewe. It is not a tribal language. With the 4 ideological principles and the 3 historical missions, we have been able to achieve progress in 5 phases. These phases were the minimum economic recovery to bring back the small colonial island of the 3 C's and the 3 T's. Phase 1. Phase 2, expanding the small island of the money economy. Phase 3, diversifying the economy. Phase 4, adding value to the raw materials and promoting industrialization. And 5, entering the knowledge economy. We were able to revive the production of tea that had sunk to 3 million kilograms from 23 million kilograms of 1970. Bring back tourism, bring back cotton production, and we are working on reviving and upgrading the production of copper. We did not only revive the production of these products, but expanded them as follows. Coffee from 2 million bags to now 9 million bags. Tea from 2 million bags to 60 million kilograms. 3 million kilograms, 60 million kilograms. Tourism from earning $17 million of 1970 to $1.5 billion of the pre-COVID time. We have diversified, going away from the colonial deception of having what they call cash crops and non-cash crops. This is what Mariam was talking about. We told our people that anything that is used by society on a large scale can be a cash product. Hence, maize, milk, cassava, beef, bananas, fruits, forest products, etc. are now cash products. These products deal with the import substitution and expanding our exports. We realized that the big problem of Africa and the other colonies has been the issue of producing only raw materials. This has been a disaster for Africa. Uganda may get $2.5 kilogram per kg, per kilo, for bean coffee. The same kilogram, roasted, turned into coffee powder, and packed outside, may fetch $40. As a consequence of this, from the global coffee value of $460 billion, the coffee-growing countries of the world are sharing only $25 billion, and Africa only $2.5 billion. Germany, a non-coffee-growing country, earns $65 billion, more than all the coffee-growing countries of the world. This is how the colonies and the neo-colonies have been donating money, jobs, and development energies to Europe and North America. Therefore, we have been deliberately taking steps to end this betrayal by African leaders to Africa. mambo ya kuuza raw materials, ekigambo kye nakozesa eri mu Kampala ekifaanana nga kino kyali kya omuntu okutunda amabidde. Nannyini lusuku alina amabidde mu kifo ky'okusogola omubisi n'ajjamu omwenge, ayinza n'okwongeramu n'afumba n'ajjamu kali akabatira ddala. Mpulira nti mukaagala nnyo ako, nze sikakwatako, gy'emyaka 8 gye mulaba akantu ako. Naye kati oli bw'atunda amabidde, emigaso gyonna egidirira mu ssente gitwalibwa abalala. Yensonga ffe abaNRM tubagamba nti totunda amabidde, weesogolera omubisi, ogyemu omwenge, oba oli wakukola kali akatira ddala abantu akakole, naye ogyemu kinene, ogyemu ekyomugaso kyonna. Kati wakati tunakuja kwenye kahawa, ulimwenguni thamani ya kahawa bilioni. Kati olaba no mu Luswayiri nalwetaaga obuyambi. Abaswayiri tebalina bigambo ebimu ng'ebyaffe eno. Kama sisi watu wa bara, bilioni tugiita akawumbi. Kati value mu Luganda bajogera batya? Value, omuwendo gw'emmwanyi mu nsi yonna buli bihumbi 406. Naye kwezo obihumbi 406 ensi zonna ezirima emmwanyi, Brazil naffe ffenna tugabanako obihumbi 25 bwokka. Muwulirize obutemu obuli awo. Omuwendo gw'omwanyi mu nsi yonna obihumbi 406. Naye ffe abalima emmwanyi tugabanako obihumbi 25 bwokka. Afrika bambi bo bagabanako obihumbi 2.5. Ate kwezo obukadde 9 bujja wano mu Uganda, kubanga Uganda tuli mu emmwanyi nnyingi. Kati niwasanga ensi nga Germany etalima mmwanyi, bo bafuna obihumbi 65 okuva mu mmwanyi. Lwe lutalo lwe muwulira abalala lwe bajereka nti ffe abaana ba NRM tetusobola kukkiriza ekyo. Tulina okukalanga emmwanyi zaffe, tulina okuzisa, tulina okuziteeka mu bupapula ffe ffennyini. Bwe tukola ekyo, mu kifo kya ekiro okutuweereza $2.5 oyinza kujja mu bilioni $25 oba okusingawo. Naye ate ebweriyo bo bayinza kujjamu $40. In spite of the opposition, we have succeeded in some items such as milk. Kati bw'otunula ku mata, awo tulemeddewo. amatago na okugaja mu kiraro ogatukira ddala ku mmeeza twagongeramu omugaso. Maziwa yote ya Uganda tunaipitisha kwenye viwanda kutengeneza maziwa, kuyasafisha, kuyapatia maisha marefu na kutoa vitu vingine ambavyo vinatoka kwenye maziwa, by products. Therefore, we have moved on the milk, textiles, tin, cement, wood products, maize, gold, cassava, etc. We shall cover the entire spectrum of the raw materials. Our next target is coffee, copper, and iron ore. We are developing a complete vertical integrated program of these items. Finally, we have entered the knowledge economy of automobiles, vaccines, pharmaceuticals, computer assembling, and eventually manufacturing. Oba bakiza screen bagita batya mu Uganda. Muyinza kutulaga emba zaffe ez'ejjinja. Abaana Uganda kati mukola motoka. Ku Lutimbe sekere kwe motoka zaffe mubale mu lugambo temulese bwino. Tebulina kwogera. Bwe munagifuna muziteekeko. Kati baganda bamwe bakola motoka. Emotoka ze bakola twazituma erinnya Kiyira omuga gwa Nairo. All in all, we are first of all to tackle the mistake of allowing big sections of our population to remain outside the money economy. Abakolera ekida kyonka, working only for the stomach. According to the latest census data, finally, 67% of our people are in the money economy. It is 33% that are still outside the money economy. Kati okuva mu kaweefube ezibaddewo eza NADS, General Wealth Creation, kati ne PDM, kati kigambibwa nti amaka 67 ku buli 100 kati gayingidde mu kukola ssente. Naye tukyalina amaka 33 ku buli 100 agakyajeemye. Makazi ambayo yameingia kwenye shughuli za kufanya pesa sasa ni 67%, lakini hiyo inamaanisha kwamba bado kuna 33 ya makazi ambao wako nje ya shughuli za kufanya pesa. Tena unachiona kama hapa wakati nakuja kwa ndege unaona ardhi nzuri lakini hamfanye shughuli za kufanya pesa. Nitarudi Bukedi na sehemu zingine kuangalia hili jambo. Nitarudi. Ngenda kukoma okuyomba namwe kurwo kukongola kurwa kimukongola ni mubere bali ate ne mwesera ne mutenyigira mu kaweefube w'okukola ssente ne mulera obwavu mu maka gammwe. On account of these measures, it is estimated that by the end of June 2025, of the end of this financial year, the economy of Uganda will be US dollars 57.57 billion by the exchange rate method and US dollars 163.3 billion by the PPP method, even before we start getting our oil out of the ground. With the vigorous implementation of all the phases mentioned above, we shall grow the GDP to 500 billion. This brings me now to the following crucial words I have been putting forward to you recently. These are development and kurakulana, wealth obugaga, service provision, health, education, security, crime, etc., obuweereza, and jobs, emirimu. Bwe nakomawo tugenda okwogera ku bigambo ebino ebina: enkulaakulana, obugagga, obuweereza n'emirimu. Bwe mbadde nzijja wano nzije ku luguudo olulungi lwe twakola okuva e Namayingo, lungi ddala luli awo, naye bwe mbadde ntunula bali y'oluguudo mbadde ndabawo obwavu bukyaliwo. Kati obwavu okuliraana n'enkulaakulana si kyamagezi, kubanga obwavu bubwo ng'omuntu. Enkulaakulana ya ffenna, oluguudo lwa ffenna, essomero lino eriri wano ly'abantu bonna. Naye obwavu buli mu makaago. Naye ffe tugezako kyonna ekisoboka okubayamba muve mu bwavu obwo. Ate bwe mukola eby'obugagga bye bizaala emirimu. Bw'oba olunda embizi oba enkoko, bugagga bwa muntu. Naye ogenda kusanga omuntu oyo akozesa abantu 10 mu faamu egyo, ekitegeeza nti obugagga bwa gundi buzadde emirimu. Singa abantu bangi bakola ekyo tugenda kusanga emirimu gisinga abantu obungi. Kyekyo kyemusanga Japan, kubanga Japan bali obukadde 127, naye Abafrika bagenda eno bakuba ekyeyo. Emirimu mingi okusinga Abajapan. Omuntu ava eno n'asanga waliwo emirimu etalina agikola, ne mukuba ekyeyo. Yembeera nyina ndyagadde mukole, abasobola bwe basobola okwenyigira mu by'obugagga bagenda okukola emirimu, ate emirimu egenda kusinga abantu obungi. Public service jobs are only 470,000. The majority of jobs, therefore, must be in the private sector. Already manufacturing is employing 1.2 million people. Services, 5 million people. And yet, this is just the beginning. This is the general message of the NRM. Si kituufu okulowooza nti gavumenti yegenda okukozesa abantu bonna, kubanga emirimu gya gavumenti gimanyiddwa. Ow'omuluka ali omu, ow'egombolwa ali omu, DC ali omu, omubaka wa constituency wa parliament ali omu. Ne bw'ogenda ku basomesa waliwo ekibalo. Omu budde obwaffe omusomesa omu yasomesanga abaana 40. Kati bangambye tugiyita teacher people ratio. Bangambye nti kati mwakiteeka ku omusomesa omu eri abaana 50. Bwe twaggalawo lwa korona, abaana abagenda mu byalo baali obukadde 15. Kati bw'otwala ku kibalo kiri ekya 55, ogenda kusanga nti abasomesa abeetaagibwa bali 30,000. N'olwekyo emirimu egyo tegimala. Abasomesa, abasawo, abaserikale, abapoliisi tegimala. Emirimu emingi muwulidde kati mu buweereza services already bakozesa abantu 5,000,000. Ekyo nakyo tukitangaalemu, tuleme okwonoona obudde. Ate abakulembeze nabo baguumaaza abantu ne batabanyonyola bulungi. Regarding the immediate plans for boosting the economy, I must mention the issue of the railways, the old meter gauge that is being repaired, and the new standard gauge railway that will go from Maraba to Kampala and Kasese, as well as going from Tororo to Lira, Guru, Nimure. With our petroleum resources, we are going to fund all this. The importance of the railway is to lower transport costs. This makes it easier for business to make profits. We are already handling electricity. With low cost of production, Uganda becomes more attractive to business operators. They make profits more easily. Therefore, the people of the East rise up and take advantage of the government programs of PDM, Emyoga, Grow, etc. to join the money economy. The government has arranged for the rest: peace, infrastructure, the market, etc. I cannot end this address without again emphasizing the importance of the African economic and political integration in whatever we are doing in regard to the two historical missions: prosperity for the African people and the strategic security. All patriots and Pan-Africanists in Uganda should link up with our brothers and sisters in Africa to work for the economic integration of the whole of Africa and the economic and political integration of East Africa, leading to the political federation of East Africa. Muongee na hao Wasamia kutoka Kenya na Wajaruo na Wakikuyu, tufanye muungano wa East Africa ambaye wazee wamekuwa wanapigania, na mimi nimekuwa napigania kwa sehemu kubwa ya maisha yangu. That is what will be the insurance and guarantee for Africa's prosperity and strategic security. Otherwise, we are building a Latin America in Africa, and the sort of stagnation and misery you see in Latin America is already visible here. We are most pleased to have the visitors from the Central African Republic. His Excellency, mumpigie makofi. the Republic of Liberia, our daughter, the former Vice President, and our ndugu zetu wa Kenya, kutoka Kenya. Wa Kenya mnakaribishwa. Thank you for coming to join us. We are always ready for the Pan-African effort of integrating Africa economically and in some cases politically. I thank everybody. Thank you very much. Omusamya.
President Yahamada, okulomaloma abolera ati kuicha okuchusa byalomalome kuchoko bibisya mu bwangu muno. President nata alomaloma alangire President Mukeni amwebasire okuicha yamwebasa okuchusa Uganda yabola ati ngaba President basye mu Africa niye mulala oba President bibe undaho okwekeraho era ife bana Uganda kuline habi kubanende President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni mukulombaloma hwaye yebasire bosi bechere yangire kulo omukeni waye ekirano okwekesa otukwegata sikulundu muno ngalomaloma kungira ebarabara nadala eitula Arua ni ruha ityo paka mu Central African Republic yabola ati irwe barabara yindi tula Southern Sudan yosi abandi banyala babitiraho bola Central African Republic ngasiye kesambwe engira ni cherima abana Africa bosi basobola oholera lala mungenda nende okesa ebya makusi kabwe abolere kwesho ati acho kubona Uganda Airline endege yefwe yabana Uganda okubona mbo yikulaho olukendo olucha mu Central African Republic nene ndege ekinyala kyakinga bya makusi kutusa mu Uganda okuyira mu Central African Republic yebasire komanda wa maye kula parade mu bweno yabola ati amaye kalibuya kula komanda muyaha musyo kuboneraho abolera ati parade mwenenge abamaye ni babao paka parade liwa ne hulo buyaha ba parade ni bamalire bakire ohole mirimo kindi ayosa yosere abo bana Uganda bosi hulo emyaka kasasa bana kibiri nga hwetuka yacha mu lukendo president lwakendere nende nare mu government lwakendere okutula luyengira mu bwami nenga natengira esi atubola Uganda mu economy yanyola nga lumumanyire ebintu sibya becanga ebintu byekusanga nga balino okuberesa ebarua mundalo chobote mundalo chamini ebintu koti sukali ebintu koti sabuni sibintu byabone hanga buli budalo ngolino kucha oba mumanyihe nadala abo babechanga bakwandikira habarua kuwacho wafune ebindi ebyo ni esindu silala president byemaho yabona ati natachuse syalo sino nga abitira mu bindu bya lomalome hano binjo kubekesa abolera ati munkaga mubiri abandu bali nga bakendera kusende man economy bali bandu mwenda humya bongane abandu kyenda mwemu bosi bali bandu batadiranga hesende nenga balima balya nga lwabolere oholera enda yongane enda lecho president natechaho esyalo sali senyasi hanga siriho obutuki buhumanyana obwedini nende obwa bahaye na okusosola bahaye na basacha nende mubandu kumanya oti eoli munesi eoli muganda eoli omunyankole ebindi byo byecha byatabula abana ngefo syo kweunja omudama kwefwe esitugata silalanisi president abolera ati nabere niecha yechere abo nomundu ahola business ane Busia namutebera ne Busiho ati ukulangena president bamukaluhemu ati omundu yakolanga byakusa madimu akula kamwenge ye kyabona ati program chae ye kyamonyambwe abana Uganda bosi nga lukwebulwa kumenya na silala handu bandu balala bahola batusa ebindu bina silala wobona oti bandu abatusa amabere uli mundu atusa amabere musitundu yabanga yuma kula hundi esiyesyo kwabanga amabere kadiba mu bandu esiye kesambwe kubaho nende bakusa abahole bindi ibyo kwetaga ababikula kulesyo ngomo na Uganda wetaga muna Uganda esiyesi eonyalo kulimana ebindu byao wao makula na yakula atularuwa habola ati kubilala kumisingi kwae niyo okudaha Uganda okuba patriotic yabola ati patriotism esiyo okubiri yabola ati uli mundu mu Uganda nahengao okulima okutuse ebindu okukusa akatali mu Uganda sehamala sakira abola ati kwetaga abasiefe ebe byalo bitulwanirano Kenya, Tanzania, Sudan, Congo, East Africa and kwetaga Africa kuba kwetaga bandu banyalo okosesa bindu byefwe ebingi muno handi fwese kwakule bindu mu Africa yosi kulwesyo abole ati niyecha mukinana mu mukaga yawo ebyamale yabikyusene we mu Luswahili handi singicho obikyusa kuloba obwire budidi yabola ati esintu sikulundu siyene nani sa kino abana Uganda ni bamali okubona mbo bali na hatale balukula baluku otuse bindu na handi ukusa ebindi ibyo byongane sibinyala okutukyusa obulamu bwefwe esyo kuboneraho emwanyi kulima muno emwanyi kutusa muno mabere enyumao sikubere nukufunamu kulo kuba efwe kubukule bindu bino nukubikusa nga lukubifuna ate president abola ati bindu bino nukucha kwabyongera mu mutindo bicho kutuhonya okufuna esende enyingi abere syo kuboneraho ati esyalo koti Germany abantu sibalime emwanyi naye kulo kuba babukulange emwanyi kyefwe ne bakitamu bakyongeramu omutindo niyo balala bahira ofuna mu sende kyemwanyi efe Uganda bahira emwanyi abalime emwanyi ohira Germany kufuna esende kitola emilioni ndala ebilioni ndala ya dola uli ku milioni 900 ate Germany sayongane musi okuboneraho ifuna ebilioni 65 ate yo ikhosese emwanyi kyefu kyuba lukukulirano yabola ati esyo okubiri amabere yabona ati mabere abantu bali na mabere mangi muno yabona ati mabere musimanyire kafa mangu abantu abakakula babadidi yabola kwongeramu omutindo kubona mbwe ebindu bingi muno ebituwa byonyala atusa mu mabere yabola ati silala ku bindu government biholere binyala okhola niyo limengira okuleta amasanyalazi okuleta machi eyo niyo alangire ehulahulana nehulahulana yongane sireta bugaga esindi sikyokuleta obugaga niyo omundu abuludalo okhosese ehulahulana government yale iyiretere engira government iyiretere obisya khusine sya makusi otesende musawo amasanyalazi okakhosesa otye kudisa government ikhole mulimo kwayo efwe ngabana Uganda ngabasami abagwe fesi khube nende omulimo kwefwe yabola ati bindu bilala byaleta usyalo kuno ila muwene kubere nende ndola lufanyuma lw'emyaka 5 kuba nende ndola abakulembeze bacha mu bandu baba banyonyola abantu babasima oba bahola nga lubaba nibadahire abolere ati esindu syokwerinda sindu sikulundu muno hani nga esyalo silala syongane sisinyala okwerinda syongane sidaha ebyalo bindi kuloba obyokwerinda werinda asyano werinda mumbewo werinda akulukulu webiresira werinda kunyanja so ebyo byosi ngesyalo silala syongane sonyala woseresa sakira kwetaga basiefwe abe byalo bindu kutalala makesi okubona mbwe kwerinda kwabona mbwe yuma abantu batwingiramu bosa ku bandu befwe obudinyu abolere ati ebindu koti emirimu sikimala. Gavumenti irina emirimo emitwalo kanene ne musanvu. Naye abana Uganda abadahe emirimo bangi muno. Kulwesyo emirimo kucho kifuna kutye. Emirimo kucho kifuna ni gavumenti nga lwiruholanga iti okuyamba abaletane sente kyabwe otawo maholero okuberesa abana befe emirimo yabola ati eyo sekta eyohola amaholero already iruberesa abantu emirimo emiliyoni 2 no comparinga nende emitwalo 47 abakozi ba gavumenti bosi notero hotula kuba parish chief kuola kulu fwesi ihuli kuba member ba parliament. So ekyo mirimo sikimala yabola ati sindu sinyalo kuleto mirimo niye bandu kwehosesa. Government yaleta program nyingi muno omuli PDM omuli emyoga omuli esende kibaletere kino kyabahaye ekyagrow ekyabaraga nende kyabahasi abantu bakukula hakisa esende ekyo bacho kwanje kwehosesa yatubola mbwe kwesyo syongane bandu kwehosesa orede bandu emiliyoni 5 kirukweholera okwefunisa emirimo abawulira message ya president batamuhola nga bacha alala nende program cha government nadala eyakyusi ino ya PDM abola ati esa kino kuno kuba NRM government iholere muno ebindu bindu baboleranga ebyo abana Uganda esa kino otulaho lulanga lubali mwenda bonga nene bali mumane economy esawa kino nkaga mu musambu humya at least bakonya hosende musawo nanu olukendo luli kuba no batakonanga hesende musawo abali asatu musatu humya ndala abandu abo bosi kudaho badireho kubone mbwe bayombaha banjo otusa okonye sende musawo abolere atalucho kukaluha achokukaluha ebukedi yosi aikendemu abasimuse abone budinyisi nabo muri kubitamu wakubade government ikesero kuleta program kino government iretere kulahulana iretere masanyalazi irimirengira iretere machi ibabere sende chokwekosesa mu PDM naye kusina njuha handi bano makumika 3 basidongere enyuma. So ohonyo enomanuma ibere ya president amalise nabola ati simbi syakyota esira nanu nyo engenda ererwe egari yomosi alukesaho gavumenti okuteresa egari yomosi halerira eryakenanga nehandi balugombaha egari yomosi erihosesa masanyalazi erikyosobosa abandu okesa byamakusi kabwe abene bose okukenderamu nibahola ebindu bakeseho ocha mumoni abolere namalirisa handi ati ebindu 3-4 ebinyala byatuhonya esyamberi nisyo byalomalomeho development ekhulahulana mulimo kwa government niko si mulimo kwawo government ihola itye iba nesende yalimengira yaleta masanyalazi yaleta machi nawe mwene olino okhola ogagawale atebera ati no gagawala onyalo kugagawala no sabire yakalwa amati khaba usabira sisi gagawaza esimbi sinyalo kugageiza niyo hole mirimo yabola ati abise president wefe nabola ati efe ngabana Africa kulino kwegata kulo kuba nukutegata yuma lukunyala kwa malawi bidinyi byefwe sibidaka syalo silala sibidaka ebyalo bibiri abere esyo kubonera omukeni mu Burundi yalange president wasye otula mu Central African Republic okubona mbwe ku esyo syo ikesambwe abana Uganda mufukirire Africa yegate yosiyosi niye icyo tuhonya okwanje kumalawo ebidinyi byefwe ebikire obuyaha no tusereko ebidinyi byaliwo government nifuna independence mu mwaka kwa 1990 kina kaga mobili mwebale muno
kale abasamya nabakedi mwena mwebale muno were abakume
Mubiro President Lukalakasa. Mubiro President hadi mumusangalire Simba ulira. Abeo. President Museveni abeo. Yoko basa kutumuna mwereso bululu 2026. We want to recognize the presence of Mr. Karangwa, the NRM chairman of Kayunga district, who joined us. Wave, stand up and wave to His Excellency the President. He is also joined by Haji Lumolo Sulaiman, the NRM chairperson of Sironko. Thank you for coming. You can stand and wave to His Excellency the President. We are also joined with Your Excellency, the Changomacho family here. Changomacho is one of the people who started UPM here in 1980. We thank you that you have stood with the family for all those times, but the family is here and they are very grateful. We also lost one of the comrades, Your Excellency, called Magunia Ismail. The two, him and Changomacho in 1980, they are the ones who promoted UPM under the guidance of the late Chirunda Kivejinja in this area. We lost him last year, but the family is here and they always stand with the NRM. They always stand with you, Your Excellency.
In a special way, Your Excellency, I want to thank you for the parental insight through your speech, full of guidance and wisdom towards achieving socio-economic transformation to the citizens of Uganda as a sign of securing their future. As our national chairman of the Mighty Party NRM and President of the Republic of Uganda and Doctor of International Philosophy, Your Excellency, in the corridors, sir, during your speech, the people of Busia and Ugandans appreciate your intellectual presentation and are requesting you for President come 2026. They will give you the vote, Your Excellency. Your Excellency, we are remaining with few activities to conclude this function. One is the award of honors and 2 entertainments plus 1 of your musical. But with your permission, and since we are at the border district, sir, allow me to invite one of your musical to entertain your guests in the border language. Please, the floor is yours.
Museveni nipige magoti tena, rais wa Jamgano wa Uganda, mchapakazi achoki kuwa anahepinga nani. Ametuvusha vikwazo uwewe nami, ona Uganda navyoijenga Bible war, fulai over inajengwa daraja pale Nailo, airport imeshajengwa. Acha nikupongeze kwa hata Uganda, zidi baba nikupongeze kwa Ntebe Kisipesi. O baba, basi vile atachukua kula zangu 26, basi wa mwaka wechuku. Mpole mtu wa dini ajachoka, tunashukuru. Amejenga tena mgongo, ona jinsi inavyopendeza. Museveni tupewe nini, bilokufa ekafufua. Karudisha nizamu serikalini, watoto kusoma ni bule. Pili na mshukulu kwa mafuta kule Oima, sasa hivi yanachimbwa, Uganda yetu iko safi. Vile vile na mshukulu kwa COVID kutulindaga, wengi wamekufa kutokaga uko China mpaka Tanzania. Obugalo bwa muzei buliwo kujenga tama hospital. Baba sante tena ndo vile kujenga Uganda ka Dubai. Obugalo bwa jaja buliwo. Mikono iko wapi? Mikono juu. NLM hoye. Mama Milo Babalanda iko wapi? Mikono juu. Kushukuru sana Rais Museveni. Asante kwa kutulinda COVID kutokufa. Atena kula ubaba vile tena tachukua. Na kuombaga vile bila shaka baba tachukua. Acha nikupe akul baba Yoweri Kaguta. Jele tutoka Ntungamo kazi unawezaga. O baba basi vile atachukua. Kula zangu 26 basi wa mwaka we chukua. Hata sote wana Uganda tusimame imara ili tuweze kuchapa kasi Uganda yetu isonge mbele. Janet Museveni nawe simama imara ili tuweze kuchapa kasi Uganda yetu isonge mbele. Oh, Jeno Salim Saleh nawe simama imara ili tuweze kuchapa kasi Uganda yetu isonge mbele. Nawe simama imara ili tuweze kuchapa kasi Uganda yetu isonge mbele. Pia vile simama imara ili tuweze kuchapa kasi Uganda yetu isonge mbele. Creation nao simama imara ili tuweze kuchapa kasi Uganda yetu isonge mbele. Milenio tena simama imara ili tuweze kuchapa kasi Uganda yetu isonge mbele. Hata PDM vile tena tusimame imara ili tuweze kuchapa kasi Uganda yetu isonge mbele.
Thank you, Muzukulu wa President Museveni. Your Excellency, allow me to introduce to you the Omuka Maruhanga Obshobos Bisaka, leader of Faith of Unity, and you can hear his delegation is here, Your Excellency. Your Excellency, sir, and with your permission, allow me to introduce to you my colleagues, the Honorable Ministers and Honorable Ministers of State. Can you please stand and move forward and wave to the President? Honorable Ministers and Ministers of State, please stand and come forward. The same to the Honorable Members of Parliament. Please, honorable members, stand for HE's recognition. The religious leaders, honorable religious leaders, can you please stand and move forward? Also, the same to the cultural leaders. Please, cultural leaders. Your Excellency, allow me to introduce to you the RDCs, Deputy RDCs, and assistants. Can you please stand and wave to His Excellency? Move forward, RDCs, wherever you are. And wave to His Excellency, the President. The LC5 chairpersons, please stand and wave to His Excellency, the President, and our guest of honor. The senior presidential advisors, where are you? Senior presidential advisors, can you please stand and wave to His Excellency? Your Excellency, in a special way, allow me to introduce to you the ambassadors and high commissions. Eritrea, Dean, the Dean of Eritrea, where are you? Diplomatic Corps. Venezuela, can you please wave to His Excellency? UN Women, IGAD, Burundi, United Republic of Tanzania, Kenya, European Union, Belgium, Austria, France, Ireland, South Sudan, Equatorial Guinea, Ethiopia, Rwanda is represented by the Defense Attaché. Rwanda. Thank you, Your Excellency.
Thank you, Honorable Minister. Your Excellency, the Deputy CDF represented the CDF and is accompanied by Deputy Service Commanders, Generals, and Senior Officers. To your extreme left, I request they stand up for recognition, sir. Deputy Service Commanders and Generals plus Senior Officers. The IGP was also accompanied by senior police officers who are also seated in the same area. Please stand up for recognition. The Commissioner General of Prisons was also accompanied by senior officers from the prison service. Please stand up for recognition. Thank you very much. Your Excellency, may I have your permission to invite the Master of Ceremonies for the Chancery to present to the awardees of this year's Independence Celebration Anniversary for the various medals. Major General George Igumba.
Your Excellency, sir, allow me also to introduce to you the High Commissioner India. Please, can you stand and wave to His Excellency? Thank you. And also that of Algeria. Bohave Secondary School, get prepared to entertain His Excellency the President immediately after the word of honors, and also by the Bandu Cultural Group, Masab Town Council. Thank you. Your Excellency, we also have the
Her Excellency the President of the Republic of Uganda, General Retired Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, His Excellency Professor Faustin Archangel Touadera, President of the Central African Republic, and his entourage, Her Excellency the Vice President of the Republic of Uganda, Major Retired Jesper Rose Alupo Epel, His Lordship the Chief Justice, the Deputy Speaker of the Parliament of Uganda, the Vice Chairman of the ruling National Resistance Movement, the Right Honourable Prime Minister, and her respective deputies here present, the Secretary General of the National Resistance Movement, the former Vice President of the Republic of Liberia, Her Excellency Joel Taylor, Honourable Ministers and Ministers of State here present, their worships, the religious leaders here present, their excellencies, the ambassadors and high commissioners here present, security service chiefs here present, honourable members of parliament here present, cultural leaders here present, distinguished invited guests, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. On today's auspicious occasion of celebrating Uganda's 62nd Independence Day anniversary, His Excellency the President of the Republic of Uganda is pleased to recognize deserving citizens of Uganda and other persons by award of medals of honor. To make the presentation of the 40 of the beneficiaries is I, Major General George Igumba, the Master of Ceremonies for the Chancery. Now, therefore, in accordance with Section 3, Part 2 of the National Honours Awards Act 2001, as amended, His Excellency the President of the Republic of Uganda has approved the award of medals to 40 persons, among whom 5 are female, during this year's 62nd Independence Day anniversary celebrations. The medals and the categories of the Masaba Star Medal, the Personal Sacrifice Medal, the Meritorious Service Medal, Police, the Luero Triangle Medal, the Long Service with Good Conduct Gold, Police, and last but not least, the National Independence 60th Diamond Jubilee Anniversary Medal. The names of the 40 awardees were duly considered by the Presidential Awards Committee of 9 eminent persons, with Honorable Beatrice Wabdea as chairperson and Hajat Zamina Malole as secretary, under the aegis of the Minister for the Presidency, Honorable Mile Babirie Babaranda. Now, the award of the Masaba Star Medal. Pursuant to Section 3(2), Second Schedule Part 1 of the National Honours and Awards Act 2001, as amended, the honor of the Masaba Star Medal is awarded to Defence Forces personnel under the same circumstances described in the award of the Kabalega Medal, but where the gallantry is not as conspicuous as in the Kabalega Medal. The one duly approved awardee is none other than Resistance Officer number 07932, Major General Bob Pasiskai Ogeki. The General enlisted into the Uganda People's Defence Forces way back on 21st November 1995. He holds a master's degree in Defence Studies of King's College, London, among many other qualifications. His enormous contribution to national security and promotion of peace in particular is reflected in his directly laid out plans in assessing situational threats, approving operations, and adopting best practices with a view to avoiding escalation of tensions while serving as 2 infantry div commander between 2022 to 2023. Presently, he is the Joint Staff Policy and Plans at the Joint Staff Headquarters. Award of the Personal Sacrifice Medal, Police. Pursuant to Section 3, Second Schedule, Part 2A of the National Honors and Awards Act 2001 as amended, the honor of the Personal Sacrifice Medal is awarded to officers who have been wounded or killed in the line of duty. It may be awarded posthumously. The one and duly approved awardee is number 52051, Police Constable Odama Stephen. May his soul rest in peace. PC Odama Stephen joined Uganda Police in 2006 as a special police constable. The officer was deployed at Busia police station in Luwero and was among the police officers who were attacked by suspected ADF rebels on 31st October 22. He was rushed to Mulago ICU after sustaining multiple bullet wounds and later died. His recognition is for the sacrifice he rendered to the nation. Award of the Meritorious Service Medal, Police. Pursuant to Section 3, Second Schedule, Part 2A of the National Honors and Awards Act 2001 as amended, the honor of the Meritorious Service Medal is awarded to police officers of meritorious service, particularly in operations where initiative and meritorious behavior has made vital differences to the success of the operations. It is also awarded for acts of endurance and dedication. The one duly approved awardee is number 256, Inspector of Police Okiria James Francis. Award of the Royal Triangle Medal. Pursuant to Section 3.2, Second Schedule, Part 1 of the National Honors and Awards Act 2001 as amended, the honor of the Royal Triangle Medal is awarded to any person, military or civilian, who either joined the struggle or operated closely with the armed freedom fighters against dictatorships in Uganda from 1981 to 1986. The three duly approved awardees are Lieutenant Retired Jackson Golola, Resistance Officer number 0434, Captain Retired Henry Chimera, and Resistance Amen 01744, Retired Sergeant Mugisha Rashid Salongo. Award of the Long Service with Good Conduct Gold 30 years plus Police Medal. Pursuant to Section 3, Second Schedule, Part 2A of the National Honor and Awards Act 2001 as amended, of the Long Service with Good Conduct Gold 30 years plus medal is awarded to officers with long service years with a clean and uninterrupted service to the force. The four duly approved awardees are number B/1114, Commissioner of Police Haj Basalirwa Jamal, a male adult from Ujiri District, who joined the Uganda Police Force in 1992 as a probationer police constable. He has risen through all the ranks up to the current one of Commissioner of Police. He has worked diligently in different capacities for now 32 good years, and he is currently working in the Directorate of Human Resource Administration as Commissioner of Police, Charge of Protocol, Honors and Ceremonies. Number C/128, Superintendent of Police Chaningom Pius, a male adult from Nebi District. Number 1775, Senior Superintendent of Police Monday Johnson, a male adult from Kawarole District. And number N/1551, Inspector of Police Nerima Jessica, a female adult from Gomba District. Award of the National Independence 60th Diamond Jubilee Anniversary Medal. Pursuant to Section 3.2, Second Schedule, Part 1 of the National Honors and Awards Act 2001 as amended, the honor of the National Independence 60th Diamond Jubilee Anniversary Medal is awarded to a person in recognition of outstanding service and loyalty to the country from 9th October 1962 to 9th October 2023, and who has championed and contributed significantly to the struggle for independence, or to a person who has continued to protect the independence of Uganda. The 30 duly approved awardees are Resistance Officer number 07696, Colonel Samuel Chigora Tumwebaze. Resistance Officer number 07364, Lieutenant Colonel Retired Vincent Tumwesije Bakarwera. Resistance Officer number 07654, Lieutenant Colonel Dr. Patrick Mpima. Resistance Officer number 07663, Lieutenant Colonel Retired Robert Mugiz. Resistance Officer number 11038, Lieutenant Colonel Loveday Gaspar Lakomekej. Resistance Officer number 08081, Major John Ediego. Resistance Officer number 08872, Major Retired Charles Wire. Mr. Shiri Madhusudan Agrawal, a male adult from an Indian national. He is the founder and trustee of Mamtama and Madhusudan Agrawal Foundation. The government of Uganda appointed him as Honorary Consul of Uganda in Mumbai to cover Western India. He has demonstrated an unwavering commitment to fostering bilateral relations between Uganda and India. His efforts have significantly enhanced trade investment and cultural exchange between the two brotherly countries. Mr. Agrawal co-founded Ajanta Pharma Limited, took charge of its exports and expanded it to over 30 countries. He started with a singular objective to serve global healthcare needs through empathy, innovation, and technology. His vision was not only to make an organization of repute, but also to fulfill the unmet medical needs of the poor. Next is Mr. Odong Moses, a male adult from Otuke District. Engineer Dr. Manyindo Benezeri Musana, a male adult from Kabara District. Mr. John Chintu, a male adult from Mitiana District. Mr. John Chintu, a male adult from Mitiana District. Mr. Eddie Kiria, a male adult from Namutumba District. Miss Achan Rose Evelyn, a female adult from Amuria District. Miss Mwaka Charles Elizabeth, a female adult and a German national. Popularly known as Mama Donna, Mwaka Charles Elizabeth is a German-born national who has worked and lived in Uganda for the last 36 years, since 1988. She first worked as a nurse at Salem, Uganda in Mbale District, before shifting to Mbale Crisco Health Center in the early 90s, where she played a pivotal role in providing health care, prenatal and postnatal services to both expectant mothers and mothers. Next is Mr. Mwaka Elasmas, male adult from Lamsingwa District, who is the spouse to Charles Elizabeth. Mr. Kawoya Innocent, a male adult from Masaka District. Sister Rose Nerima, a female adult from Mbale District. Mr. Mehta Paresh Kumar Ratlal, a male adult and an Indian national, who is a philanthropist and a social community worker, serving underprivileged Ugandans as well as people in distress. He provides specialized health care for the underprivileged in various Ugandan communities. He spearheaded the transformational and humanitarian initiatives in Uganda's most remote areas, mainly focusing on increasing access to specialized health care for underprivileged infants and children. Next on the list is Mr. Erin Lange, a male adult and Austrian national. Mzee Erin Lange is a former Austrian bank employee and politician who studied at the University of Vienna and worked at the Ministry of Social Affairs from 1949 to 1955. In 1973, he joined the government as the Minister for Transport. In 1977, he became Minister for the Interior, and from 1983 to 1985, he served as Minister for Foreign Affairs. In 1985, as Minister for Foreign Affairs, he facilitated the entry and residence permit for His Excellency the President of the Republic of Uganda in Austria. In 1984 to 2000, he served as the second honorary president of the International Handball Federation. During his tenure, he organized urgently needed medical equipment for the treatment of women in Uganda and personally delivered them in Kampala. Next on the list is none other than Mr. Wilson Katorogo Katamigwa, a male adult from Rukunjiri district. And Resistance Officer number 178338, Second Lieutenant Corporal Nzana Gumisiriza, a male adult from Isingiro district. Mr. Chris Oriema, male adult from Zombo district. Mr. John Makombo, a male adult from Kasese district. Mr. Paul Ross Wagaba, may his soul rest in peace, from Nakaseke district. Next is P/M number 364, retired Senior Medical Officer Dental Muhere Penina Joy, a female adult from Rwanda district. P/M number 357, retired Senior Clinical Officer Mugisha Gad Karia. Next is P/L number 100, Lubowa Dennis, Instructor Grade 1. Next is Ambassador David Dimwaka, a male adult from Gulu district. Mzee David Dimwaka started serving the country from 1966 up to 1968 as a teacher at Gulu Church of Uganda School. He later joined the civil service in 1969 as a cultural officer in the Ministry of Culture and Community Development. While there, he was appointed administrator of the Uganda National Theatre and Cultural Center. He was also appointed the director of the National Dance Troupe, the Heartbeat of Africa troupe that toured many countries of the world, promoting our cultural heritage abroad. Next on the list and last, Your Excellency, is none other than K number 2196, Assistant Inspector of Police, retired Kanapulia Dominic, a male adult from Mpigi district. He did join the Uganda Police Force in 1974 as a probationary constable. He rose in ranks up to the rank of Assistant Inspector of Police, at which he retired in 2017. During his time in service, he worked in different police units until when he became a police driver and deployed in the Vice President's office. One of the most outstanding parts of Mr. Kanakulia's career is that he has been the official chauffeur of their excellencies, the Vice Presidents, from the time of Honorable Chintu Musoke, Honorable Wandera Kaziwe, Honorable Gilbert Mukenya, Honorable Sekandi, to the current one, Her Excellency, retired Major Jessica Alupo Epel. Your Excellency, that marks the end of my submission. I do thank you for your kind attention and patience for God and my country.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Who are these people? Thank you very much, Mr. General George Igumba, Your Excellency, sir. Allow me give you some statement. The talking has been a lot. And I will invite Buhobe Senior Secondary School. Buhobe Senior Secondary School. If we are not here, okay, quickly.
Thank you very much, Buhobe Senior Secondary School.
Your Excellency, I want to thank you for this call because you delivered to them the bus you had promised them, and they are very grateful. Buhobe, thank you so much. Next on stage, babiri bandu hutula emasafu. Mwebale muno abana be Buhobe mubobereho mahono nga batula stage. Babiri bandu. Your Excellency and the guests, this is the host sub-county, the town council of Masaf, and they are here to entertain you, Your Excellency.
Tulitezwa na wasungu, tulifanya kazi mingi, sasa tuko uhuru baba. Leo Uganda tuenda mbele. Tulifanya kazi mingi, sasa tuko uhuru baba. Leo jamhuri Uganda yetu enda mbele.
Is unity. Two is more than is better than one. And this is what you have been preaching, Excellencies, in terms of collaboration, in terms of grouping,
be in numbers to achieve socioeconomic prosperity. Thank you very much.
Next, Your Excellency, is retreat, and I'm inviting the band to do what they do best. Band.